it's a nice environment to do it over here when there's nobody in. I tried to do one a few weeks ago, like a themed one, but it didn't really turn out very well, so I don't think you'll be seeing that. I am slowly working on the video montage of my past video blogs, which were taken down on my old account. So rather than putting them back up, I will montage them, smush them together and present them over a nice song. I'm thinking Feist. What do you think? Leave a comment. So what have I been up to since my last video blog? Well, that is the first thing I want to talk about. My last video blog has had 1,300 views and rising. I presented it in two parts. The first part was about vloggers and subscriptions, of which I continue to add to my count. I've got 22. And the second part was my review for I Am Legend and what I'll be seeing in the cinema, including Amanda Bynes, and whether it was just smart use of tags on my behalf. It's had a lot of views, not much response, but the response it has had was positive, and that is scary to say the least, because I definitely don't want to be a phenomenon, especially recognised by this. That would be pretty scary. I mean, I'm okay to create things like edited videos that people like to watch, and mashups and remixes that people like to listen to, but things attached with my face, such as these video blogs, for them to suddenly get popular, it's called a meme, M-E-M-E. YouTubers create a lot, and I don't really want to be one. I just want to be one of the bottom feeders who swims along happily, mooching off of the success of other people. Coming to my next point, which is what the book posted a video Q&A on his blog on bookhollywood.com, and the Q&A was in response to my post and my questions, and he gave a little shout out, and I was completely floored. My reaction literally had me on the floor, and it was very sweet and nice of him. He's one of the funniest YouTubers I've watched. I'm not into the high subscribers in the charts and stuff. I don't pay attention to them much. But when he was called to my attention via a friend, it was just something that instantly clicked. And he said that a lot, that British people do get him the most. His humour is so on the ball, and the way that he writes scripts for his show and delivers them, it comes off as flawless, but he does put such hard work into his videos. So that mention on his video did get me one new subscriber, whose name escapes me, but I will flash it up now thanks to the wonders of technology, and say thank you for subscribing. Okay, back to the real world. What have I been doing in the real world? Yesterday I went... Take two. Yesterday I went to see a taping of Countdown. It's the third or fourth time that I've been to see it, and and I went to the afternoon one, which was from 1 o'clock until 6 o'clock, and that consisted of 3 recordings of Countdown, and I think 3 is enough. The first one, they just could not get through. It took them like an hour and a half because they were having all sorts of trouble, and at one point the clock started going, you know, and then it went boo. The machine that played the music had broken. It was quite funny, but the warm-up guy that they have to warm up the audience, he is one of the nicest and funniest comedians that I've ever seen at a taping, and I haven't been into that many tapings, to be quite honest, but I hope that the ones that I do go to have warm-up guys as funny as he is. He actually does remember that I've been to more than one, and so he strikes up conversations with you and has a joke, and it's really friendly environment. I would recommend it to anyone who lives in Leeds and anyone who doesn't live in Leeds that enjoys Countdown. And even if you don't really enjoy it that much, because I went with a friend yesterday who was thinking when he agreed to go, what have I let myself in for? It's been 5 or 6 years since I've seen my friend Tom, and I'm going to see Countdown. But he really enjoyed it, and it was just a testament to the longevity of Countdown to be grammatically correct, and also another high point which I will mention is that all the episodes that we saw matched the return of the Dictionary Corner's princess, Susie Dent, who is much better than they replaced her with a god-awful woman called Alison Hurd, who was just so... she just didn't compare whatsoever to Susie Dent, and I was worried that the tapings we went to, we wouldn't get to see her because she had gone on maternity leave. But this was her first day back, and it was brilliant to see her. I had talked to her the first time I went, but like I said, because it took so long, the afternoon tapings, we had to rush out, so we didn't get any chance to see the Carol or Des or Susie. But it was fun nonetheless. I've started a dream diary, which is interesting. And I had a very weird dream about a fly flying out of my nose that had me waking up screaming. So, yeah, if there's anything like that worth mentioning that crops up in my dream diary, I will tell you if you're interested. I've got to think of something to fill this 10 minutes. Do 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 do.